Hi everyone, Stacy from Dies to Die For. Welcome to Tuesday night's card making video. Tonight's video is all going to be all about our envelope dies. We have the slimline, and we recently added the A2 size. The 5.5 by 4.25 card fits in it. Let's see, like that. And we will be adding, I don't have them right now, but we'll be doing a 5x7 envelope also. It will work the same exact way as these. So if you purchase one of those, you'll be able to watch the same video. We've just had a lot of requests for people asking how to use the die. So I thought I'd do an updated video. We do have one with the slimline, but not the A2 yet. So the A2 size, use the same way as the slimline. In case you don't remember, you take your piece of paper, only with the A2 size, and I already cut a piece off the edge of this, ignore that because I needed it for something else. You take an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and fold it in half, and then you're going to take your die, grab a little bit of purple tape right here. I can get it off there. There we go. Actually, I flip that over. See these cutting edges right there where they stop? You're going to want to line your paper up there or right at the bottom. Different people do it different ways. I usually line it up with those little grooves. Okay. Then tape it down. You don't need a whole lot of tape to hold it. Just a few pieces is sufficient. Then you would take this and run it through your machine, and then what you would get is an envelope like that. And here's my slimline envelope that I've already cut out. Now, once you have them cut out, there are two different ways that you can do these. You can take, and this is from my cutting mat. I don't know if you can see that. I have a well-used cutting mat. If you don't want to see that on the outside of your envelope, just fold that part in. They're just little grooves if you can't see them. Okay, so the part that has all the grooves in it, you can choose whatever side you want, but I'm going to choose this side. Then cut these flaps off on the outside. Actually, there's really 3 different ways you can do the envelope. I think I'll show you all 3 because I have 3 envelopes cut out here. Okay. Now you see that has no flaps, but you still left the flaps on the top. Let's see if I'm folding it in right. Yes, I was folding it in right. Now these flaps, you take and you fold them in. Now I would put glue on these 2 outer flaps. And then I'm going to glue these on the inside of my card. You can also glue them on the outside. In that case, you would put glue on the inside part of the flap. If that makes sense to you. It made sense when I said it. Okay. Just glue them right down, hold it down for a few minutes. And then your envelope is complete once you fold that over. Slide your card in. I had a card base already somewhere. Right there. There you go. And then you can seal it up however you want, and there's your envelope. I didn't cut that quite straight, did I? Okay, cut it straighter than I did. Bad example. Okay, now the second way you can do it is you can leave these flaps right on there and just take them and glue them down. That's if you don't like cutting the pieces off or can't cut a obvious straight line like I can't with scissors. If if I wasn't doing that on a video, I would have cut them off with my paper cutter, so I would have had a straighter line. Okay, hold those down for a minute. So these are completely glued down now. Then I would take it and glue down these two pieces the same way that you did on the last envelope. It gives you the same look. You're just eliminating having to cut those off. Hold that down for a minute. There you go. Now you have your envelope once that glue is dry. Just like that. Now onto the slimline envelope. For the slimline envelope, you actually use a 12 by 12 piece of paper. And you fold that in half and then cut it out the same way. And then I'm going to put my well-used matte side on the inside again. But you have to fold all these flaps in. And I'm going to show you really quick how to modify the envelope. Say, like, all of my slimline cards, actually a lot of my cards, tend to be a little bit thicker. So I like a little more room in an envelope. Let me show you how I would achieve that. Okay. First, you're going to either cut off or glue down this flap right here. I'm just going to glue it down. Okay. Then put some glue on the two flaps just on one side of the envelope. Then you're going to fold these over and glue them right to this flap. Don't glue them down to the base, glue them down to the flap. See if I can do this without making a gluey mess. And if you're doing it this way, you want to make sure that you stay away from the edges of those flaps so you don't glue everything together. There. Now, you won't be able to tell right now because it's not dry and I can't really pull on it, but that gives you a little bit extra room. You could even, let me see, even just glue the very edge of these and give yourself some more room like that. That's a way to modify it so that you have some extra room for your cards. Then you would just glue the flap down once again, just like that. The envelope dies are super easy to use and a lot of fun. But since this is a very short video, I had some extra pieces from some other projects. So I thought I would decorate a couple of envelopes for you guys. Let's see, which one we don't want to use my horrible cutting one. So let's use this one and this one. And I've got, this is our Elegant Wave rectangle set. I use that size, that's what the die looks like. There's, I think, 7 or 8 different pieces in that set, different sizes. I use them a lot at Christmas time for tags. Even if you were doing a slimline envelope to send out, you could even do one of these over here and then use one of the smaller ones up here for the return address. But I'm not doing this to actually send out, so. Although maybe I should, because I just discovered the other day that I have a couple of birthday cards that I thought I had sent out that have been sitting in a bin for a couple of months. So I really need to get them out in the mail. I'm really good at that, making cards and setting them aside and forgetting about them. Well, that matches that. That color doesn't match that, so I don't think I'll use that. I think I had one cut out. Oh, one cut out in white right there. I could ink. I'm going to use the Nana word on these. The Nana word is from our grandparents. This is our family word collection. These are our grandma words. It says grandmother, grandma, granny, and Nana. Let me get this one glued down up here. Oh, and with the slimline envelope die, I've also seen a lot of people glue this flap down and leave the top open, so you pull the card out this way, and then they decorate it the long ways. Looks really cute. Okay, then I had some leftover hydrangeas that I already had made up. Here's our hydrangea die. I just found this. I thought it had grown legs and walked away with my daughters. Let me show you real quick what they've been doing here. These are a couple of cards that my 8-year-old daughter used the hydrangea and made. I thought it was really good for an 8-year-old. She even told me, Mom, if it's this easy for me to do it, your customers are going to have no problems. Okay. Now these hydrangeas, I use my flower tools on. I'm going to be doing, I think, Thursday night's video. I'll show you how to use the flower tools and make those a little dimensional. Okay, I think I want this like this. And then this right here is a brand new die from a brand new die set that is not released. This is part of our Bette Manning's July die set. This is what it's going to look like. I'm showing you now because it will release in a couple of days, but I'm using this leaf and I just inked it with 2 different colors green. I think the Simon Hurley Later Gator and the Tim Holtz Peel Paint, maybe. And I didn't grab any of my inks, and I didn't think I grabbed my dies because these were just extra pieces. I really wasn't planning on doing the envelopes, but we have time, right? You guys want to see some crafty stuff. Put that there. Maybe a little greenery up there. What do you think? And then put our Nana word right there. We gotta find a couple of hydrangea leaves to make it look right. I like it. I think it's cute. Okay, let's glue our stuff down. And these leaves I use the flower tools on too, so they're raised up a little. I have to glue right on the stem. I think that's about where I had it. Let's glue you on so you're not moving all around. And yes, I talk to my die cuts like they're people. I don't know why. Probably because we have lots of children here and I'm just used to talking to the kids. Okay. Right in there. I got glue all over. That's okay. Okay, let's get this one glued down. Right like that. I don't like that I got glue all over the bottom. Might have to put another leaf there to cover it up a little. This Nana word, would you ink it or would you leave it white? Maybe I'll find this blue piece of paper later and cut one of that blue. Actually, should go this way with it. There's a little more pink in there. Ooh, I like that actually. Let's do that. Lift that up, slide that hydrangea under there. whenever I'm using greenery and leaves, like the leaves in the background and then the hydrangea leaves, I always try to do them different colors. These are done in the Simon Hurley Minty Fresh. That way it gives it a little more interest and contrast. I think I have some loose pink petals that I think I'm gonna glue in here. Just a couple of them to put some pink right in the middle there. All right. I think later I will cut that word out in blue, but there's an envelope. Nice and easy. Let's get this one done. That color matches that, right? Does it match the other one? Yeah, looks good enough. I think this just looks a little different because I turned it inside out. All right, where's more of my little hydrangeas? Let's do something a little different with this one, maybe a small and a large one like that. And grab some more of my little leaves. And I believe that I've told you all before, but I always dry fit my pieces before I glue anything down permanently. Because you really just never know what way it's gonna look right to you. Might have something in your mind and your finished product turns out completely different. I think I can work with that. Put a leaf there. Here a leaf, there a leaf. I need another small one for this small hydrangea here. Something like that. Here's a big leaf for this if I wanted to put two on it. Like I have two on that, but then I feel like I need to find another one for this. What do you think about that with a few petals scattered again? Maybe a few of the petals over here, like that. I like it. I love these hydrangeas. They're so much fun. Going off there a little bit more. Put some on the stem, huh? I put that those leaves up a little bit higher on purpose because we decided to use 2 leaves on this hydrangea, so I didn't want too much greenery down this way. Glue this on first. It might be a little bit easier to work with if I glue these on first. They're a little easier to place. It's so quiet in here. Again, I know I shouldn't have said that. Now kids will come running from everywhere. There we go. I like it. You down in there a little bit more. This one put down. I think I'm going to add another piece of greenery right there. Might be a little bit much for my little envelope, but I think it can handle it. Grandmas love flowers, right? We're doing a Nana envelope. They'll just love the extra flowers. And chuck that little Nana word down in there. Oh, forgot about my 3 little petals up there in the corner. Better glue those guys down. One more. There, that just brings some of that pink that's clustered down here up into that corner without being too overwhelming. I don't think it's too overwhelming, at least. Maybe you do. There you go. Now you can make your envelopes just as pretty as your card on the inside. And now you know all about using the envelope die. Oh, forgot our Nana word was not glued down on there. There you go. Thank you for watching. I know I said Thursday night. I thought we were going to do the hydrangeas, but I also have a rose card that I'm waiting to do, so I'll flip a coin, see if we're doing hydrangeas this Thursday and roses on Tuesday, or the opposite. Either way, we will see you back again on Thursday. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great night.